40 plus hours a week that you likely spend with Courageous Parents, probably more like 60 or 70. What percentage of your time is spent on fundraising versus actually helping families?
Yeah, so in the first 2 years, my background is in television production, and so I'm a producer. I love to make things, I love to be creative, I love to interview people, I love to turn their interviews into content. I used to also work in web design, not as a designer, but as a project manager, so websites and making websites and working on user interface was a passion of mine that made Courageous Parents Network possible. So for the past 2 years, that's what I was doing. I had no interest in fundraising. And the blessing of the anonymous grant was that I didn't have to.
Sure.
But now the grant, I'm in the last year of the grant, and so I have to diversify my donor base. And unfortunately, that means I have to go from all the pleasure I took in producing to networking and building relationships and cultivating donors and identifying people who might be supportive and working on, you know, digital fundraising. And as one of my board members said, no money, no mission. So I've been advised by my board to spend more like 70% of my time fundraising, and that is not my wish, nor is it, frankly, my interest, but I got to get good at it. No money, no mission.
And 2 years from now or 3 years from now, when you have a staff, how much of your time do you think you should be spending fundraising?
Well, so I've been, I sit on 2 boards, actually, and between the boards on which I sit and what I've witnessed and from what I'm being told by my own boards, I know that at least 50% of my time has to be spent on fundraising, because that's just the mission of the executive director, is to be out in front of supporters and donors with messaging and fundraising, because you need to keep the machine going.